Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope everybody's well. I'm going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Aquarius out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, even if it's on the opposite side, Aquarius, get in where you fit in. But don't force yourself into a reading that's obviously not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aquarius? Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you're starting out with the Ace of Wands. You have the Eight of Cups. And you have the Empress in the reverse. So you've got something brand new starting here. Something you're really passionate about. But I also feel like you're walking away from something. So you're walking towards your wish fulfillment, walking away from something that was not satisfying to you. Why? Well, because it wasn't growing. Either you weren't nurturing it any longer or, the other person wasn't. I do feel like at one point you were highly nurturing in this situation. However, at this point, you've pulled back. You're basically saying this is not growing. It's not becoming what I had hoped or wanted it to be. And so I'm walking away from it, but you're walking directly towards something you're very passionate about. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Aquarius energy. Show me who is in Aquarius energy. All right, so the person in your energy has the Six of Swords in the reverse, the Six of Wands reversed, and the Eight of Swords. Ooh. So this person is really up in their head. They're feeling defeated. They're unable to move forward. They're in a sense of chaos and defeat. This is obviously whoever you're walking away from. They feel trapped in their head, in their mind. They can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about the situation. I mean, they're in a deep state of chaos and anxiety. Let me see let me see the energy between Aquarius and this person. The Nine of Pentacles. So they're looking at you as their wish fulfillment. You're walking away. You want to become single. They are becoming single, but not because they want to be. Yeah, I feel like you are walking away from this person, moving towards something that is definitely more fulfilling for you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be another relationship. It can be, but it could just be you starting over again, and you're very happy about that. You're very passionate. But this is a card of being single, independent. And this person doesn't want you to move forward. They don't want you gaining that independence. Let me see. Show me what's affecting the connection. I don't think they're going to have a choice. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Now, this could be another person, but more likely it is somebody that you're in an established foundation. Either you're married to this person or you are in a long-standing connection. It's a committed connection. There could be financial implications that are involved with this as well. But yeah, I feel like, especially if you're dealing with, if this past person is a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, that would be who you're walking away from. But I feel like you're walking away from a commitment. So show me the outcome for Aquarius. And this person doesn't want you to do that. They're trying to keep you from moving forward and becoming independent. Two of Cups, they're not going to be able to stop it. Yeah, you're not giving to the situation. You don't feel like it's growing. You don't feel like the two of you are on the same wavelength, that the two of you are at odds, And this person is really upset about it. They're really up in their head. They're in a deep state of anxiety. Yeah. They're wondering why, is there someone else? Why are you making the decisions you did? They're feeling a lot of pain. but that's an ending. They're going to try to prevent you from moving forward, but it's going to be unsuccessful. Bottom of the deck is Judgment. Now, Judgment in the reverse indicates, you know, you being unwilling to reconcile or come back in together with this person. It can also indicate possibly some poor judgment calls that are being made as well. So just be careful with that. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let me clarify your reading, Aquarius. Why is the Ace of Wands here for Aquarius? Yeah, the Lovers. You may have had a choice between this person and someone else. And I feel like you chose the other person. Yeah, you chose to move in another direction. Like I said earlier, for some of you, it's not even about another person. It's not about love per se with another person. It's about your own independence, a new beginning for yourself. And you feel led to do this. It's actually a very spiritual energy that you're embracing here. Definitely a very single, solitary energy, very independent and desiring of peace. But I feel like if this person does offer reconciliation, you're not accepting that, because I'm getting this energy of someone who, you know, they love that person, or they have love for them, but they're not in love with them type of energy. Why is the Eight of Cups here for Aquarius? Why is the Eight of Cups here for Aquarius? Oof. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles reversed, Four of Wands, and there's that Eight of Cups again. Yeah, so this looks like it's a long-term connection. Some of you are actually married to this person. If you're not married, you definitely have been with this person for a while, possibly shared assets as well. There's like an indication that there is strong family ties, that there is like shared friends, that kind of thing. I do feel that possibly close friends or family may not be supportive of you walking away from this connection. They may be telling you don't do that, but I feel like you're going to regardless. I do feel like you're going to regardless. Let me see. You may feel unsupported by close friends or family, but I see this ending. And I'm telling you, Aquarius, you're like, your energy is, you know, even if it costs me financially, I'm walking away from this. This is done. Why is the Empress in reverse? Why is the Empress in reverse? Six of Swords reversed. Now that's in their energy. The Knight of Wands and the Hermit. Yeah, you've done a lot of soul searching on this. I do feel like you'll be communicating with this person. I don't feel like I feel like you're not trying to be harsh, but you're going to tell this person, look, I have really looked at this. I don't think that we're compatible. I don't think that we need to be together. I do see that the communication is going to be off and on. I do feel like, you know, you're going to hear from this person who's going to impulsively reach out to you. I don't see you nurturing this. I feel like you're keeping silent. You're keeping quiet. I feel like they're going to reach out to you to try to, you know, resolve some issues between the two of you. I don't see you going for it. And I can see that you have already gone through the chaos. So I feel this is your choice is how I'm looking at it. And I feel like you've already gone through a lot of the chaos, but now this person is going through it. And it's just it's a difficult ending. Let me see the Six of Swords reversed. Let's look at their energy. Oh, yeah, it's caused a Tower moment for them. This person is definitely in a lot of pain and surrounded by chaos. All right, Five of Cups reversed and the Tower. So it's caused a tower moment for them. They feel like you are basically, you know, crashing everything that the two of you have ever built together. They're questioning, you know, if there could possibly be a second chance. They're saying, you know, I don't want you to move forward. I don't want you to be single and independent. I feel like, you know, we can work this out. You know, could you possibly give me a second chance? Why is the Six of Wands in reverse? The Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Hierophant. Yeah, they feel like their world has just crumbled. Like everything has just taken a downward spiral with the ending of this connection. They feel unseen, unheard, unsuccessful. This is a very painful ending for this person. Why is the Eight of Swords here? And they're stuck. They can't quite move forward just yet. But I feel like you had a lot longer time to kind of reconcile yourself here. And I feel like you are also the one who made the decision. And I feel like that has made it a little easier for you to move forward. All right, we have the Three of Cups reversed. We have the King of Cups reversed. Page of Swords reversed. And the Four of Swords. So you could be dealing with a Taurus. I'm seeing Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy. But this person, I feel like they just don't know what to do. They're all up in their head. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. They don't know whether or not the two of you will reconcile. Are you open to that? They don't want any more rejection. They have all these feelings that they're kind of squashing down. They're just emotionally in turmoil is what it amounts to. I do feel like that, you know, this is going to result in a lack of communication between the two of you. You're kind of pulling back. You may even ghost this person after they reach out, because I feel like they're going to come at you pretty hard, and some of you may even ghost this person. Let me look at the energy between Aquarius and this person. I feel like they're just emotionally in turmoil. Temperance, Sagittarian energy, and the Ace of Wands reversed. Yeah, you could have been waiting for this new beginning, kind of holding back. You may have had this choice for a while, whether it's someone new or whether it's just a new life, you know, being single and being, you know, starting a new life. I do feel like with regard to this connection, you don't feel passionate about this person. You don't feel like you're in love with them. You definitely desire to be single, and the only way for you to do that is to end this. Now, for some of you, I do have to point out that you may have had a choice between this person and another person, and for some of you, there could have been some sexual impropriety that took place here. That is not for everybody, but for some of you, you do, and it did, and that's why, because you may have been married or in another connection, and that's why you may be perceiving that close friends or family are disapproving of this. So just take it as it resonates for you. I don't think that's for everybody, but you're basically saying, no, this is over. I don't want to bring this back together. I'm not accepting, you know, a reconciliation, because see, they want to heal it. They want to balance it out. They feel like the two of you are, you know, maybe for religious reasons, or possibly, you know, they feel spiritually led, but they're saying, no, we are supposed to be together, and they don't want you moving forward. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Show me what's affecting this connection. Nine of Cups, the Devil in reverse. Yeah, a lot of you are walking away towards your wish fulfillment. Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. Possibly a earth sign. Very strong Capricorn energy, but it could be also very strong Taurus actually too. Taurus, maybe even a Virgo. But yeah, you're moving towards your wish fulfillment. And I feel like for a lot of you, it does have to do with another person. Some of you, it could have to do with work related though, because that is Pentacles. Either way, I do feel like you're excited about it. Now, this person in your energy, they're basically saying, you don't have to do this. This doesn't have to end, you know. They're saying there's something toxic about this. This could be worked out. If there's problems between you and them, they want to work it out. But I don't feel like you're having any of it. I don't feel like you're having any of it. So I do feel that this person, that this is going to be a major shift in their life. And in order for them to heal, they're going to start addressing toxic energy that's within their life. And so while they're not seeing it right now, there are some things that's making them unsuccessful that they're going to start working on. And it's going to be a turning point in their life, but they don't see it right now. They will see that later. Right now, they're stuck in that chaotic energy. Let me see. And this, I got to be honest with you, Aquarius, for some of you, this person is like on the verge of a mental breakdown. So let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome for Aquarius and this person. More Gemini energy there. Yeah, there it is, the Fool. You have this new beginning. Ten of Swords reversed. And the Magician reversed. So this person's going to try to bring you back into their energy. They may even try to manipulate, but it's just not going to work. I do feel that they're definitely going to try to get you back. They're going to try to reconcile with you. When that doesn't work, I do feel like this person's going to be very unhappy. They're going to shut down emotionally, and they're going to withdraw their energy in order to heal. And they definitely do need to heal. I do believe that healing, when they do actually go into that and they begin working on themselves and they take control of their life, and it's going to take them a minute because this is a major thing for this person. That's when that Wheel of Fortune will turn for them. And I do feel like it'll be a turning point in their life in many different areas. So they will recover, they will heal from this, but right now they are emotionally feeling traumatized, and I do feel like they feel betrayed. You are on the other side of this, you're recognizing it, but you're saying, this is done, this is over. You know, I did give this a lot of thought. At this point, I don't care who disagrees with me. I am definitely moving away from this connection. I have this new beginning. I know it's risky. I'm willing to take that risk because I feel passionate about this new beginning. And that's exactly what you're going to do, because you feel that this connection, that the love had drained out of it, and that there was, you know, it was not ever going to grow. It was never going to become more. So I do feel like you have this new beginning. This person is going to heal, but it's going to take them a while. Bottom of the deck is the Moon in the reverse. Cancerian energy. Pisces energy is also here. But with the Moon in reverse, this is indicating that there are things that are going to be revealed. This is a major shift in your life and this person's life. So a lot's going to come out. A lot's going to be revealed. But it's an uncoupling, you know, that you're desiring, but they are very uncomfortable with. All right, so I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Aquarius. All right, you have number 28, and your card is called Love. Now, this is the Heal Yourself oracle deck or reading cards. Some of you guys, you know, ask sometimes, so I like to try to tell you. All right, so it says, let go of your limiting beliefs about love. Your heart desires more connections, love, and nourishment. You are at a point in your life where you need to learn how to truly give and receive love. Fully opening your heart will awaken your vulnerability, sensitivity, and fear. In particular, your fear of rejection and intimacy with another person. However, you will also unleash your passion, inspiration, greatness, and an ability to care deeply. Start seeing how great life is and be willing to connect to others. If you've been holding on to past pain, then it's time to acknowledge, feel, and move forward. Give yourself permission to let people in. Ask for love with all your heart and soul, and it will come. Look for something beautiful in every person you encounter. Focus on feeling good whenever you see people loving each other, and know that this is coming to you in a form of a love of a lifetime or an incredible friendship. Yeah, so I mean, that pretty much says it all, because I do see you moving directly towards that. All right, well, I do hope that this has been helpful for you, Aquarius. If you have resonated with this reading, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Aquarius, know that you are loved, and namaste.